Gather around, children. I'm about to tell you a wonderful Christmas story about how Gizzy was greedy and wanted more than what he got. What happened to this Mr. Greedy Gizzy? Well, you have such a terrible voice. But anyways, he got what he wanted because he was so greedy. Mwah ha 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 ha. This story was terrible. Your voice is terrible. Merry Christmas, everybody, or Happy Hanukkah, or Happy Holidays, or Kwanzaa, or, you know, whatever holiday you celebrate this season. I hope it's a good one. Not me, though. I'm living a terrible holiday. And you want to know why? I still didn't get that Thomas the Tank Engine limited edition silver collectible item. It's been 15 years. Welcome to my worst experiences at Christmas. As I try to remember back to my bad experiences at Christmas with my family, all I can remember is actually good times. I was never close to my family, but around Christmas, we always made a pact where no arguments, no drama, just enjoy Christmas. I think the only time that I can remember of my first Christmas that was bad was when my dad wasn't there. That was tough. My parents got divorced and he moved out. He now spends Christmas with his family. Anyways, my experience with my holidays have been good, but there were some that stood out for me about Christmas that I can remember vividly. When I was a kid, I was obsessed with trains. I found them fascinating, specifically steam trains. I started to collect Thomas the Tank Engine collectibles. There were these toys that had the same style of each other, but each train was different to each character. I was collecting them until they changed the design and, well, they made them look dumb. Then I wasn't part of that lifestyle. But it was a big part of my childhood, you know, collecting these Thomas the Tank Engine toys. Every time I went into a toy store, I would always look at all these Thomas the Tank Engine collectibles, and if I got lucky, my parents would buy me one. I lived an easy life, basically. Where did it all go so wrong? Oh, when they changed the collectibles. That's what happened. But there was this one Christmas, this one fatal Christmas that had me scarred my heart for life. For the movie that came out in the year 2000, I was about 8 years old, and this collectible Thomas the Tank Engine came out, which was silver. I cried and cried to my parents about this collectible toy, and that was coming around Christmas. So I was thinking I was going to get it. Christmas Day came, and I was this very excited boy, and I raced down the stairs, scoffed my breakfast down, and waited for my parents to wake up so we could open our presents. Finally, it was time to open the presents, and at the very bottom of Santa's sack was a little toy wrapped up for me. I opened it with my eyes wider than my mouth. This was the toy I was waiting for months. I opened it, and it was a regular Thomas that I already had. Just the regular blue Thomas the Tank Engine. No silver, no collectible, nothing. I yelled at my mom to find out she got the wrong one and promised to help me get the correct one after the holidays. And you know what happened? The collectible item stopped selling after the holidays. It was gone. No more silver Thomas the Tank Engine. The one thing I wanted that year was gone. Well, I mean, I got a bike, so I was pretty distracted. But it still stained my heart with a broken soul of hate and sadness. And I know what you're all thinking. Wow, gee, Gizzy, isn't it better to give gifts than to receive gifts? First of all, I was 8. 8! You were 8 once, unless you're watching this and you're under 8, in which case you will be 8. You don't get to give gifts, you get to receive gifts, and you get to be the cute little child playing with your toys, okay? And second of all, I actually love giving gifts. Finding the perfect gift that fits that person to brighten their day, doesn't that just warm my heart with joy? But my next worst experience is about giving gifts. When I was living with my London friends recently, we agreed that we would open our presents we got each other after the holidays because a lot of us was going away to spend with our family. I spent my Christmas that year with my family, so I wasn't at the London house to open the presents. Most of them did stay though, but some of them went away for the holidays. I was pumped to get them a bunch of presents. I got the perfect gifts for them all, and we agreed not to open the presents until I got back on the 27th. They said that to me, okay? Okay, cool. Christmas Day. While having dinner with my family, I received a text from the London house. We've opened the presents. Thanks for the pictures. It's nice. My heart broke into a million pieces. Sorry, I'll make it sound nice. My heart broke into a million pieces. My favorite thing about getting gifts for people is to see their reaction, especially since I put so much time and thought into them. Getting that text almost ruined my entire Christmas that year. I was so heartbroken. It was almost as if they didn't care about me. Well, I mean, they eventually kicked me out of their home and I no longer live with them. But more on that on my 2017 animation next week, by the way. Wink! My final story isn't much of a story, but something I actually had to ask my brother to remind me about because apparently I blocked it out of my memory. When I was a kid, I was sick on Christmas about 7 times in a row. So for like 7 Christmas in a row, I was sick. I remember that part, but this is the bit I don't remember. According to my brother, one Christmas, I must have been about 9. I was so ill, I had to stay in bed and everybody opened their presents around my bed. And I slept throughout the entire day. Yeah, don't be sick on Christmas, kids. It's not fun. So those were my most painful memories during the Christmas holidays. I hope my stories have made you laugh. And if you have any really bad Christmas stories yourself, let me know in the comments below and I'd love to read them. Be sure to drop a like on this video if you enjoyed and subscribe if you're new to my channel if you want more animations. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you all soon. Bye!